your couch, moving buns, don't be no slouch. We're gonna broaden the world, broaden all our minds. It's Patventure Time.
So this time I've come to the hills where I grew up. Obviously, those are the hills where I grew up, and that's the neighborhood that got built on top of the hills where I grew up. I have come up here in order to try to reconnect and just kind of chill out and do some naturey stuff. And I have brought with me a set of supplies. First and foremost, my trusty backpack with which I went to South Korea. Second, a set of small sandwiches made with peanut butter and lingonberry. Next, a copy of East of the Sun and West of the Moon, also known in Norwegian as Norsk Folkevinter, by Christensen, Asbjørn, and Mo. And of course, Cassie and Richter are no longer with us, but they still adventure on in spirit, so I decided to bring along their plush toys that belonged to them when they were still alive. So, I'm going to abandon my car, having asked the permission of the nice lady who lived over in that house, and then we're going to go out there someplace, and who knows, maybe we'll see some wild animals, maybe we'll get mauled by a bear. I have no idea. There are supposed to be coy dogs up here. We're about to find out. Okay, so I just walked a really long way, and it was a little bit farther getting out here to the woods than I remember it as a kid, and I think that's largely because of the new suburban development out here. I had to walk through the woods behind that, and apparently they're not woods. As you can see, it's a huge field of some sort. There were horse prints, there were hooves and everything. It is hot as hell out here, and frankly, I am kind of glad to be getting towards the woods now, where I'll have some cover. But you can see up here what I came looking for. So come on up this way. Yes, those are posted property signs. And it's not really so much that they don't want you walking on their property. It's that they don't want you dying on their property. This part of the hill is referred to by high school students as the Widowmaker. The Widowmaker is a popular drinking location, naturally, because where one is close to death, one should totally imbibe large amounts of an intoxicating substance. Why is it called the Widowmaker, you might ask? The answer is that cliff. It does pretty much just drop right off there. It's generally considered not a wise idea to go past these signs, which is why I'm not going back there. I am instead going over here into a little wooded glen. How lovely it will be. It's a nice little hollowed out area where people can sit and drink large quantities of beer and possibly smoke the marijuana and then maybe have the unprotected quasi-consensual sex. So that's what goes on down here. Leastwise, that was what went on down here back when I were a youngin'. Not that I was ever invited to such events, because let's be honest, I'm a nerd, and I always have been. So here I am sitting down on a tree stump, drinking the first of my many waters, trying to rehydrate and cool down, because there's this giant ball of fire in the sky. So I'm trying to cool myself down. And apparently every fly in what appears largely to be an empty forested area has found his way directly into my proximity. So yeah. Get off of me! Get off! Jesus! Ah! 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 Oh, that was a big old... Oh, now the back of my neck is bleeding. Nature's fun. This is why I come out here. In the trees, kind of nestled between the branches, is a whole bunch of leaves. And as you've probably guessed by now, it's a bird's nest. There are birds hypothetically living in that nest. We can't see them because, well, they're birds, and naturally they like to hide.
Papa ooh mau mau, papa ooh mau mau mau, papa ooh mau mau, papa ooh mau mau, bird is the word. Oh, bird is the word. Don't you know that the bird is the word? Well, Patrick's here to tell you that the bird is the word. A bird.
This is a weird plant that grows all around here. It's got weird little stocky things, and of course my friends and I used to pick them up and then hit each other with them. Yeah! Because young kids are. What was that? What was that I just saw moving? I saw you. Oh, you're mine now. You little green frog. Oh, you're a fast little bugger, aren't you? You're going right for the pricker bushes. But that's okay. You know why? Because you just led me to this. They are wild raspberries. And I grew up eating them. They're delicious. This is a grapevine, and these little guys here, kind of weird prongy extensions, are also edible. They're sort of sweet and sour. And once you get your mustache out of your mouth, they're just great. Well guys, I thought I was being clever by staying on this trail here, but it turns out that the property to this side of it is all posted, as we already knew. So I thought if I stayed on the trail, I'd be good. But a little further down the trail, there's 2 trees on either side of the trail with posted signs. So there's really no point in walking down this road. Well, path. I'm gonna try heading back across the field here, and then taking a left over into there. See if that's posted. Like I said, horse tracks or something. I don't know what that is, but it's all over this area. There's a horse farm not too far from here, and I think that maybe they come out here for rides or lessons or something. I don't know. So, like they say on the nature shows, it's a bad idea to spend too much time out in the sun on a hot day. You can get yourself dehydrated, and that can lead to all kinds of nasty things, including something that I'm beginning to suffer now, which is getting a bit of a headache. So I think it's time for me to get in the shade, get a drink, and cool off. I'll be doing that right up here. Damn it. Well, I suppose I should have anticipated this. Well, we've been blocked at every turn. Every single bit of woods around here seems to be posted. So the only thing I appear to be able to walk in is, oddly enough, this giant field, which seems to belong to somebody, and yet they haven't posted it because they realize that people come out here to try to, disappear for a bit sometimes. Anyway, here's my peanut butter and lingonberry sandwich. Maybe I'll get back to the car, drive out further into the country, see if I can't find some decent wilderness. Half the day gone, tired as hell, hot. Bollocks. Oh well. I mean, I'm grumpy about it, but I'm also cheerful. We got out here, saw the place. It is amazing. And I got plenty of good exercise. Be good practice for my next rail adventure. On the back of the car, I really am not going to be able to record anything up here because everything's posted. So no matter where I go, I'm essentially uploading crime footage to YouTube. You know, I can't legally go in any of these woods, so I guess I'm going to have to find someplace else, depending on what time of day it is, and I really have no clue. I'll find out when I turn the car on. I may call it a day, or I may keep on trucking. We'll find out. Keep it right here. So I get down like right across the border of the Onondaga Nation territory, and I find this group of guys sitting there drinking beer and listening to traditional music. The guy says his name's Fab.
I'm with our new reporter here from station WONON, broadcasting live to you from the Onondaga Nation.
This is Fab.
Our future radio station.
His real name's not Fab.
And it will exist. It should exist.
He can go by Fab if he wants to.
I gotta talk to my Hoyane. And then we'll know.
What's a Hoyane?
It's the ones that we trust their word and their wisdom. The chiefs.
Oh, okay, so the leaders.
And the clan mothers, yeah.
Gotcha.
But you can't just go do whatever you want, you know.
Well, naturally.
Hey, calm down there.
Well,
That's
I just checked in with Fab here. I got his permission. He says I'm going to go in back in the woods here, and we're probably going to find a cool creek. So I'm going to look around for that. And he says if I go right across here and walk in, I can find a creek. There might be somebody living here, so I'm going to have to ask real nice like if that's cool with them. But I've never been out here before. And I don't know the terrain, and I don't, frankly, know what I'm getting myself into. What I do see are a lot of ruined buildings, snapdragon, lots of flowers. I see a clearly defined trail where people have been walking. Now, I really don't know what to expect. Okay, so I just had a short conversation with a man named Winter Deer, and Winter Deer said that Fab didn't have any right to tell me that I could come on this land, that Fab doesn't own this land, but Winter Deer says that Fab is his elder, so he will respect that Fab meant no harm and was just, you know, trying to let me come out here and commune with nature. So Winter Deer has now given me permission to hang out down here. And I can see that's his tent. And from here on, he says there's a creek this way. And that I should see some cool stuff out here. This is already so awesome. I've strayed completely out of my world, you know, and encountered another culture that's still alive and in touch with its history, despite years of oppression and subjugation. by people of my skin color. The fact that they're okay with me being back here, you know, that's amazing. I don't even know how to describe that. Look at these. I found little berries which I am not going to try to eat because that would be foolhardy. I've come up on a precipice. Down here is a drop off. And here's something new to me. This tree right here. I've never seen a tree with this kind of wood before. My dad will know probably immediately what kind of tree that is. But I don't. Let's go find something different, huh? Let's go find something new. Ferns everywhere. It's quite a ways down. Oh, this is terrific. Already the temperature has lowered just from being in the woods and dropping down the lower elevation. Combine that with being near the water, and you've got a much cooler, much more comfortable place. This is just what I wanted. It's just like the creek I used to play on when I grew up. Oh, and the water's nice and cold, and I bet I could drink it. It looks so fresh, but I'm not going to screw around with that because the last thing anybody needs is amoebic dysentery. No. Almost put my hand in a new form of mushroom I've never seen. These little red dudes. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's not good for you. I can see a purple flower up there. It's the purple flower I came for. Bridge. Yellow moss or lichen here. Something I'm not very familiar with. Wacky set of mushrooms. I like that. I like that rock. Another example on our little mushroom hunt. I am loping around here like some sort of sad excuse for a Sasquatch. A sad squatch, if you will. The sad squatch. Trampling around throughout nature. Non-majestingly. I'm having a little trouble talking here. My arms are getting tired. My body's getting tired. Bugs everywhere. I think I climbed under this guy. Climbed over. just about time I called it a day. Oh. Is that where I came down? I don't know anymore. I just have to sit down here. Said I was going to see some amazing things down here, and I have indeed. It's beautiful. Monarch butterflies dancing around that whole glen down there. I don't know if you can see them, but it's full of them. Watching them come up the hill right now. There it goes. Off in that direction. I'm gonna level with you folks. I don't think that's me talking anymore. I think that's the heat. I am very hot right now. Not exactly feeling up to any more hiking. Taking a minute here. Taking a breather. Try not to get eaten by horseflies. But I can't promise anything. Were you worried about me? Yeah, I was feeling a little heat-stricken there for a few, and needed a moment for myself. Feeling a little better now. I think I'm ready to move on. Whether or not I am, the flies are giving me hell out here, so I am moving on. All right. So we're gonna head on up here. That downhill part was really easy. Now if you listen carefully, you can hear the calls of several birds I don't recognize. There's a sort of an and there's a wheesh. Weesh. Oh. Bunch of different ones. Wonder what lives down in here. Wouldn't you like to know? But you aren't going to get to. Because I'm not going to wait it out. A lot of birds up there. Oh. There's the part where I use post-editing magic to lower the volume of my wheezing. Now I'll be okay. Oh, here's a new kind of plant. I don't know that kind of plant. That kind of plant is new. I'm gonna hope that I come out near Winter Deer's place. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys at least one more kind of mushroom. Yes, sir. One more kind of mushroom. Ooh. I think I'm having a moment, guys. That tree is hitting me with all kinds of mystical vibes. Yeah, that's the heat stroke talking. But you tell that to the chipmunk who was hanging out by See him back there? I saw him back there. I like this tree. This tree's got a good energy about it. He's the boss around this part of town. I can tell that by looking at him. He's the boss man. So we're gonna let him do his thing. And oh shit, that is not Winter Deer's place. I brought myself out either too far up or too far down. And in my case, going a little farther up would be wiser. But I'm definitely not showing up unannounced in somebody's backyard. Bugs in my beard. I'm gonna be washing you out for days, you little bugs. Please get out of there, for I do not like bugs in my hair. No, sir. See what I did there? A little Rodgers and Hammerstein trick. Oh God, where am I? Oh God. Oh God, where am I? Oh, it's times like this. Wish I had a compass. Wait for it. Let me phrase that. It's times like this. I wish I had. Oh. Oh, that's wild. Listen. The woods are talking to me, guys. I think it's time to get out of here. No, I'm kidding. I'm good. See some weird stone gutter things. This looks like the edge of some kind of property line. At this point, I'd just be happy to see a field again. So I'm gonna go out in the middle. I'm gonna head up here and take my chances with the locals. Hope they're friendly. Burdocks. Throw those in your sister's hair and watch chaos ensue. There's a tip for you 7-year-olds. I don't know what kind of bug that was just eating my veins right there. Those are my veins. I need those. I just got myself out of the gulch there and back into my car and everything. Said thank you to Fab. Didn't get to see Winter Deer again, so wasn't able to thank him properly, but at some point or another I think I'll pay them another visit, and hopefully I'll get the chance to say thank you again. I can't even believe what I just went through there, man. Those guys just welcomed me with open arms. They're just good people. Offered me a beer, gave me a chair to sit down on, chatted with me for a while. Just real nice people. Headed back now, but that was an awesome day. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about my new project. Looking forward to more Patventure Time.